two 10-pound plates here, which is 20. Mine, I bet, yeah, I know. Mine needs to be worked on a little bit. I calculate and measure my activity strain for today and for this workout.
I feel that.
Back and I'm better than ever.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Libien Becker Health. Today we are diving into one of the most powerful exercises in fitness, and that is the deadlift. It is a powerhouse of an exercise. But what if you do not have 400 plus pounds of weight, or you don't have a gym like this or any type of gym? That's where the Harambe system comes into play. Today, I'm gonna be showing you how I lift heavy and how I do it out on the go when I don't have access to a gym like this. Let's start with the barbell setup here. I have it right here. I'm gonna put it down on the floor for you and then turn around. So I'm actually capped with this barbell setup. I'm gonna be demonstrating the proper deadlift here and talk about it with you with all the weights I got.
They ain't coming close to me. Flow is on the topic. I'm starting fires through poetry. The hardest out. Staying loyal, no falling out.
Two 10-pound plates here, which is 20. Then I got 25-pound plate, and here's the two 45s. And then on each side is that, and here this weighs 24 pounds. That in total is 294. I personally weigh 160 pounds or so. If I would like to increase the weight, it will be increased on me by putting a weighted vest on. For example, I've got my weighted vest back here, and this is a 50-pound vest, and I want more resistance, I will put the weight on. Or I will just, in a way, try to find a way to make this tougher without having to buy extra plates. Now, let's talk about what the deadlift actually does for your body. It works multiple muscle groups at the same time. So it's a full body compound move. Well, it's a compound movement, full body exercise. It works your glutes. Mine, I bet, yeah, I know. Mine needs to be worked on a little bit. That's why the Harambe system I'm about to show you is gonna help me quite a bit here. It works your glutes, your hamstrings, your triceps, your lats, your biceps, your traps, your lower back, and it really helps you focus on posture and keeps you nice and strong. If you are looking for strength and size, the deadlift is very good for you. And most important, any exercise you do always works your core, and core is key to a lot of exercises, especially when you are lifting heavy. Before I actually demonstrate here the proper technique, let me of course start with my whoop here. And I got somebody calling me. Hello. You just want to talk? I'm never alone. If you don't know, I talk about it in all my videos. It's gonna calculate and measure my activity strain for today and for this workout. It's also gonna keep track of the intensity with my heart rate and everything you see here for what's happening, and I'll just show you guys this at the end. It's not too much right now because I'm more demonstrating, but this tool is very helpful. Also the Aura Ring, it's also tracking me as well. A lot of mosquitoes coming into my space here. But that's all right, let's get to it here. So let's go with the technique here with the deadlift. What I'm gonna do, and by the way, the deadlift hasn't been on my routine for a bit, so lay it a little bit easier on me, commenters here. I'm learning the technique myself here, or getting back into it. I've done deadlift many times in the past, but let's see here. So shoulder width and hip width is the key here, and then toes pointed at a slight angle, and just have the bar right in the center. And what I'm gonna do is take my hands and put it outside my knee, just outside of where I put my stance. And a good technique here you can do is alternate the hands, flip them like this, so it's a lot easier for you to pull up. But if you're comfortable, you can do this, And usually people aren't usually doing this, having both back, because it's a lot, depending on the weight amount, it's gonna be hard for you to hold the weight. And you gotta make sure the hands are very dry. And I'm keeping everything tight. I'm squeezing my glutes. I wanna keep everything flat. Go on your heels, and right when you get on the heels, your butt will automatically go back, and that's gonna allow you to lift the weight. Let's go. Ready for this? And it's very important to have a good technique. It's not just about lifting heavy, but it's about working like an athlete. Guys, I'm a doofus. I forgot the other 25 on this side. And because I'm working on strength and size, my rep amount is 3 to 5, and then 3 sets is where I'm keeping it at, 3 to 4. Okay, we'll do 3 there. You know, I feel that. I haven't lifted like that in a bit, but with the humidity and the slipping, it's a little bit tougher. Let me be honest with you. I have not been training deadlifts, or it hasn't been in my routine like this for over years. I bet you 4 years plus. Usually I'm doing deadlifts with just the simple bar dumbbells right here, over in that corner. But that felt good though, that felt good. But let's move on here to the Harambe system. And this is what you guys are waiting for here, the real sauce. Okay, the Harambe system is a little bit different. Now, don't let this system here fool you. I can go up to 600 pounds of resistance with the setup I have here. With all 4 of these bands, I can equal 600 pounds. But there is 2 other bands that I do not have, which are a lot higher resistance. This whole setup here is in my description if you need it, including this Harambe. Bands are quite unique. The resistance for this one, heavy green band. And the single resistance is 80 to 160 pounds. And then the double resistance is 160 to 320 pounds. Now, if you're wondering what double resistance means, if you are not familiar with bands, a single resistance is if I were to have the band like this and I were to stand up or I sit on my knees, you can do exercise like this too, and maybe I'm just gonna shoulder press with this, which is tough, I can't do it, I'm this better demonstrating. But this is single. Double is when I now take it and put it underneath here and do that demonstrating of a deadlift, which what I'm about to show you. That's double resistance. And because of the deadlift I'm doing, I am gonna be getting that 320 pounds of force. Let me quiet that down. This mat also comes with it too. If you want it, you can put it right on there. But I'm actually gonna leave it off for now. So this is the proper way of setting this system up here. I'm gonna undo that here to start from the beginning. And I've also already made an unpacking review of the Harambe system that I got. So you can go check that out in my other videos and my other playlists as well. And what I'm gonna do is take this here, put it like that. Then I'm gonna take the platform, the plate, put it right underneath it. And these have wheels on the side and on this side, so it easily slides and it doesn't rub or damage the band. I'm gonna put it underneath, and I'm actually gonna do the same thing with the white. 40 to 80 pounds, and 80 is most likely what I'm gonna be using here. I'm gonna do the same thing. This block here, I'm gonna put it right on the center, and I'm gonna take the barbell right here and put it right here, and this strap, this is how this strap is on both sides. It's like this. And what I'm gonna do is pass one through the loop, put it through here, put it through here. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. And that's the same technique there. Put it there. Now 320 pounds, I'm about to demonstrate for you. I know that intro is a little bit long. Same technique I'm using here. Put it about hip width apart. I'm a little bit closer on here than compared to there. But sorry, everything's a little bit tighter up here. And I'm gonna put my hands right outside and I'm gonna overlap. And make sure each side is even too, because that's important. Put this here. From here, same technique I described over there. Just pull until that resistance is there. I'm gonna go up, just like that. And I'm squeezing at the top and making sure I'm focusing on my breathing. I'm always gonna be honest with you guys. Here is something. Lifting 294 pounds deadlifting on here feels a lot harder than doing 320 pounds on this with bands. Here's the difference here. With bands, when you start from the bottom, that force and tension within the muscles isn't built until you get at the top. And with a deadlift with the plates, you are starting from the bottom and all the way to the top. The bands create what you call a variable resistance, and then the barbell is a constant resistance. And with the band, that means a variable. The variable is starting from down here where you've got nothing, and then as you go up, you're creating a lot of force. That's tough right when I get to about right here is when I feel it. And this is tough, holding it there. And then I have to slowly let it down, and from there, it finishes. Variable resistance, constant resistance from the bottom to the top. That is the difference, and that's what you gotta keep in mind. Obviously, I said earlier, if I want to add more weights to this, I would use the weighted vest by adding the weight to me. And as you can tell, that barbell there is like 6.5 feet long, which isn't ideal for a deadlift because it's already in. There's no more adding weights to it, as you see down here. But with this though, I'm gonna demonstrate to you that I can put more weights to this easily. And the most important thing for me is I can travel with this and take it everywhere I need. Look at this, you need all of this stuff. Would you rather have all of this stuff or have this? I would say this for myself, right? So right now I'm gonna increase the weight. I'm gonna put the white band on. This white band is 80 pounds. So overall, I have 400 pounds right here of resistance I'm about to pull. Okay. Holding my breath while I'm going up and then releasing when I go back down. Okay, that felt good. I wish so much that I invented that system, but I didn't. But again, if I want to have that force start very early in that lift, I will take these clips. There's 4 of them. And what I do, or would do, is I'm gonna take this out to show you guys a little bit closer. And then I'm gonna put it back. I would take it like this strap here, and I would put it right in between this, right here. And now that makes this rope a lot shorter, then the resistance starts a lot earlier. And that's key for that. I'm gonna take it off, and I'm gonna actually load that to that 600 pounds to see how much I can actually do. I'm just gonna do 1 to 2 reps there. It's good. Okay, so I'm gonna add the yellow now, and this goes from 20 to 40 pounds, and I'm gonna calculate for 40 pounds here. And so that's gonna be 440 in total of the next amount. because that's double resistance from each end.
It off and tuck it over. It's actually a pretty simple setup here. I'm gonna do the same thing right here by putting it on and making sure they're not overlapping there side to side.
And again, guys, this system type stuff is perfect for somebody who works a lot in the office or just doesn't have time to get up or has time to go to the gym after work or before work or at work. You can either have this at your work or your lunch break. There's a ton more you can do with this, guys, a ton more. And right now, let's go and see what 440 pounds does, and I'm gonna keep on adding until I probably can't do it anymore. Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, now let's feel it. It slowly come down, keeping that same form, chest up. Right at the top, squeezing my glutes. And the more you keep it up there, the better you are. Hi. And this one is called light green. The light green single resistance is 40 to 80 pounds, and then the double resistance is 80 to 160 pounds. I've never done 600 pounds before. Okay. Make sure everything's good. You definitely want to do a grip like this to lift a lot more. And the idea is to make sure these bands here are not overlapping. I don't have them set up correctly, but it's all right. They should be like in an order of biggest to smallest. Okay. And on the heels, focus on driving. Make sure it's both even.
I feel that.
Hey, I couldn't go down slowly with that one. One more, I'm gonna demonstrate it. Nobody's here to judge me, so it's like, I don't know how well you're doing. 600 pounds right there. The barbell would need to be bigger in order for me to add more weight to that, or just get a lot more 45 pounders. But yeah, that would be different to lift 600 pounds there. But here, I can do it much easier knowing I'm getting a lot out of it. Let's go. Uno más. I'm gonna switch the arms this time to see if that makes a difference. Get the tension. Grip. Okay, the knee. Yep, I didn't say anything about the knee, but keep that knee out. Oh, couldn't come 100% up like this where my shoulder's back, but it was close enough. That's right here, where I'm still down, yep. Whew, I felt that. Rather it is 200, 400 pounds, what matters is the effort and the technique. The Harambe system gives me that, and that's all I really need at the end of the day. Because bands can be a very good way of exercising in any type of ways. Upper, lower body, this was a full body movement, working a lot of muscle groups at the same time, and I really appreciate it. If you guys like this video, comment, subscribe, like, do it all. You can give me advice. I know some of my technique probably was off and wasn't right. I'm gonna get comments. Hey, I'm here to learn. We learn and we grow. So teach me some. But I'm working every day making sure I get better at this stuff. More videos to come, a lot more. Remember, stay healthy. Peace.